I've always enjoyed Sonic games, whether it's from the classics like Sonic Adventure or Sonic 2, to the more recent titles like Sonic Generations and Colors. However, this particular game in the franchise is probably one of the more strange entries into the Blue Blur's gaming saga. Sonic Forces was, and still is, seen by many as not a true Sonic game, for having many issues with its development and problems that the community simply didn't like. And so today, it's time to find out if I actually like this game or not. Let's be real, I kinda do, by playing Sonic Forces, which after playing it for the second time, is pretty weird, if you ask me. For today, we're going to be running on the max graphical settings again, because, games that actually run on my PC are pretty dope, right? Oh, and we're also going to be playing on the hard difficulty, because, I'm not like a loser. Alright, let's go. We begin with this cinematic of Eggman talking about his, quote, new weapon, which is actually just ended up being another hedgehog. We then load into Green Hill, and we finally get to some gameplay. And if you've played other games like Generations or Colors before, the controls are pretty similar to that, as well as other mixes from other recent entries thrown in. I do enjoy the music so far, and the controls are pretty easy and understandable to get used to. So at least Sega nailed that part. I then get to the famous A rank, because, needed an A rank. Also, I forgot to mention a few moments ago that although I like this music, it's entirely DMCA-able, so, thanks, Sega. Very cool. We then cut to a cinematic of Eggman about to kill some losers, and then Sonic, naturally, comes in to save the day. Of course. Suddenly, a bunch of iconic villains like Zavok, Metal, Chaos, and Shadow show up, along with Infinite, otherwise known as the Chad Sonic the Hedgehog. The boys then have a pretty typical beat-em-up party, and after, the world completely falls over into Eggman's control. We then return now, several months, in this case 6 months, after the world has been taken over, to this hideout where the pretty boys of the Sonic universe are.
I still dream that Sonic is with us.
Shut up, Amy! Silver out here being the, complete chode of the group, because every group has gotta have one. We then get into character customization. Yes, this game has character customization, where we can make our own hedgehog, for which I'm going to pick male. Because let's be real, if I pick a female, I will become a furry somehow. Also, every species has some kind of unique ability to it, so for the sake of making sure that I don't die in this one video game, I'm just gonna pick Wolf, because I end up losing items like their candy, so it'll be pretty useful. We also have a large selection of eye types, including things like Normal, Gimme Food Now, Depressed, Pissed, The Devil, a Nintendo Me, Strange, and Strange 2. Alright, we're gonna go to the Devil Eyes because I'm an evil person. Now I will become gay by becoming pink. Okay, no, I'm not like that. We're gonna be white.
All except for this brave kid who survived the battle and made it here in one piece. Meet our newest recruit.
What up, Silver? I'm also white, just like you. This isn't copyright infringement at all. I also get Luigi's vacuum for some reason. Like, good lord, Nintendo, I didn't know you were involved in this game. Welcome to Nazi Sonic. We now head to what is Discount Chemical Plant, but apparently you can actually rent other people's avatars, which, let's be completely honest, some are definitely weird. Anyways, we go through the level at a pretty basic pace. I ended up dying a few times, but that was also pretty much about it. Also, again, this game does have copyrighted music, so thank you, Sega, for telling every content creator on the face of the planet to screw off. And now I must make myself look as cringe as possible. Oh!
What the? Are you serious?
Anyways, we then get into a cutscene with Tails about to get beat up by Chaos, only for Sonic, younger edition, to come flying out of a portal and save the day. And now, we're in the big city, and we got a 2D level. It's honestly pretty basic, but let's be real, the background of the level is at least pretty dope. I ended in getting an S rank, so now I'm royalty and you're all cringe. Also, we got some new drip, because literally anything you do in this game, regardless of what you're doing, ends up giving you more drip. Good job, Sega, you were really ahead of your time. Meanwhile, we're now going back in time a few months for some reason to show us that where our avatar was actually pretty sucked. And let's be real, he couldn't even fire a gun at Infinite for some reason because he was just too scared. Way to go, Infinite. At least give the guy a chance, like, good lord. We then learned that Sonic is about to be banished into space via the Death Egg, because, you know, this is all making complete sense. So now we gotta make a break for the Death Egg with the intent to help our boy Sonic out of what is basically a prison, because he definitely wasn't fast enough to get out of this prison earlier. Yeah, you shouldn't have eaten all those chili dogs, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. I ended up getting an A rank in this level and got some more drip. Jesus Christ. We then have a cutscene with Sonic and Savok, and now we're gonna have a battle. And what I will say is that this battle is pretty simple. However, I can definitely see the differences that hard mode makes compared to normal mode, which is actually a pretty impressive thing because most video games, it's actually pretty hard to tell the difference. So good job, Sega, for making that difference noticeable. We end up beating up Zavok, we get an S rank, and acquire some new drip in the process. Then Zavok disappears, and now we're gonna make a break for it. Personally, I will say that this level is probably one of my favorite levels in the game. It looks amazing, so good job, Sega, on the visuals. Then we get a discount Star Wars for some reason with what is flying on a discount Death Star, because this is the Death Egg, because, you know, that's totally what the Death Egg is, 100%. We then get another cutscene in which Sonic saves our avatar, because, you know, at this point, Sonic's just kind of a Chad, and we escape back to Earth. We return to Green Hill to then head into this pyramid that definitely wasn't ripped straight out of Egypt, and we totally get DMCA by experiencing the best drugs ever in a Sonic game, Double Boost. Thanks, Sega, you literally don't give a single crap about any YouTuber or streamer. Then this section happens, which, let's be honest, kind of feels more like Tick-Tock Clock from Mario 64, and afterwards we get to Mystic Jungle, otherwise known as Casino Night Zone, but it's pretty messed up instead and kind of on crack. I actually end up really liking this level, but it's in this level that my inner Sonic Generations rank montage came in, and I just went really, really fast. Suddenly, Worm, Sonic Edition, shows up and we have a pretty cool battle. He ends up eating me, which is kind of weird. I don't know what kind of tension you have, but we end up beating him up anyway. We then have a brief intermission with Infinite and Silver, and it's here that the game actually drops Infinite's name for the first time. You know, not at the start of the game, like we couldn't get like a proper character introduction, but we had to wait like 8 levels in. Yep, that's good character development right there.
That's not fear. I ran all the way over here. And you haven't left an impression. I don't know anything about you, not even your name.
You may call me Infinite in the brief moments that remain to you.
Oh, great. See, Infinite? Now we're getting to know each other. So, what's your favorite color? Do you like long, romantic walks on the beach? What's the source of your power? You can skip the first 2 questions if you like.
I've always loved Sonic's voice lines, let me be completely honest. We then have a battle with Infinite, in which the music is actually pretty awesome, by the way. It's probably DMCA-able, let's be real, but good lord, it is still great. We beat Infinite pretty good, we get an S rank, we get an ugly sweater, the typical anime girl shirt, a hand from Halo for some reason, and maybe a white shirt. Alright, cool. We then return to Green Hill again, with classic Sonic and experience Green Hill, only this time it doesn't actually have the iconic music, and it doesn't really feel not much like Green Hill, so therefore, it's different. Yes, Sega, we understand, okay, it's a different level entirely, okay? Are you happy yet? We then get a cutscene with Eggman and Infinite having the typical evil villain chat in the middle of nowhere.
For you, perhaps. He has beaten you for decades, yet I defeated him in our first encounter.
Oh, sick burn, get wrecked! We then have a classic battle with Eggman, only for then it to backfire, and we end up fighting the Egg Dragoon instead, because yep, thanks Sega, super original. And after the battle, we get another cinematic, Jesus Christ, of Eggman doing the traditional "you're all screwed, why are you fighting" cliche. After that, he ends up flying off, and let's be real, we're gonna stop here. To conclude, Sonic Forces is honestly not as bad as people think. And to be clear, this is not the first time I've played it, because I've already beaten the game at least once before, that's why we're playing on hard and not normal. And honestly, it's pretty decent. Sure, it's not on par of, say, things like Sonic Colors or Generations, but it is definitely decently made. I do see where people are coming from on the subject of this game being not a true Sonic game. I enjoy the music, the levels are okay, they're not, really bad, but they're not great, and the gameplay is solid. The story, admittedly, is a bit weird, because if you were around when this game came out, you would know that Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania both involve the influences of the Phantom Ruby and issues with Infinite, so therefore it kind of creates to where you have two games that have stories, and let's just put it as the story was really weird, okay? I just hope that Sonic's next big 3D entry, that being Sonic Frontiers later this year, can rekindle that magic for me, because let's be real, at this point, my third favorite gaming character just needs some love. We need a really, really good Sonic game like Colors or Generations, and we need it soon. And so for now, that's where I'm going to leave it. My name is PandaPowerSauce. Remember to stay saucy, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.